Welcome to the Unaffiliated Creatives Podcast, a show where independent artists can learn from other independent artists. My name is kaeveryday, and each week I will be speaking with some of the most creative minds in the indie music space, trying to figure out what they have learned while navigating through the music industry without the support of major record labels. This podcast is brought to you by the good people over at King Neppy Studios and powered by Red Weasel Media.
You're going fast, man. Really, this beat go crazy like.
King of the hill, all this gas, all this propane. White Air Force Ones, man, I'm back rocking cocaine. Switching the size and crossover ain't the same thing. All these gangs out here and she only play the blame game. Money and the power and it all just come with fame. You gon' get burned out, man, I told you stay in your lane. If I tell you my ideals, you think I'm insane.
Thanks for tuning in to the Unaffiliated Creative Podcast, episode number 8. I'm your host, kaeveryday. This is the indie artist safe place, so take off your shoes, get comfortable, and stay a while. Do us a favor and please rate the show. And if you have any feedback for us, please email us at unaffiliatedcreatives@gmail.com. The snippet you heard playing was a song titled Blame Game from Atlanta's own RodSta. In case you guys didn't know already, he graduated from Clemson University with a degree in computer engineering. So things are definitely looking up for this young man. So RodSta, what you been up to?
I've been on the road. I just performed in Chicago. We've been on tour for 10 days now. We started in Houston, and we're on the way to Atlanta right now.
So you say you've been on tour, so you got to give us a little bit more than that, man. You just got real generic on us on that, man. Like what you trying to keep from us, man? I mean, you living a life like a rock star. You going on tour all over the place. So just give us a little sneak peek, man. Like take us behind the curtain a little bit. Like how's that process? What's this all about?
Just basically, getting my name out there and really just, moving around in different cities. Because this is my first tour. I'm on tour with Seti Hendrix and Alvin Peasy. So, for them being bigger artists, I'm just networking with, I'm just rolling around, networking with who they running into, saying the same. So that's pretty much behind the curtain.
All right. Well, I've seen some of the video clips on social media. You on stage while you been on tour, and it looked like you out there doing your thing, man. So, hey, I like what you're doing. Keep it up. So,
yeah, I'm trying to do my thing, man.
No, you doing more than trying, man. So keep up the good work. So, I got a couple of questions for you. So I ain't gonna jump just right into the music questions. I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions just so people can feel like they get to know you a little better. So, besides being a Clemson grad, tell us something about yourself that you feel most people don't know already.
I have my own clothing line. All
right, man. You being real modest right now. So, okay. So you said you got your own clothing brand. So, what's the name of the clothing brand? Tell us a little bit about it, man. I mean, if we want to go buy the stuff, how we going to buy it if you ain't even tell us the name of the clothing? Like, come on, man.
It's called Bloom. It's not really online or anything. So in order to buy it, I got a store in Atlanta. It's called 1233. That you can come and buy it in person. That's located in Atlanta, Georgia. Like I said, address to is 898 Oak Street, Southwest. Shout out to Art. So that's where you can go find the merch at. You can find me there too. It's all a lot of streetwear and other stuff there too.
Okay. So you got a clothing brand, so you haven't went online yet, but it's just basically, brick and mortar. They got to actually physically go to the location. You just drop the location for us. So anybody in the Atlanta area, or if you traveling, if you want to stop by and cop some fresh gear, go holler at my man. He gonna hook you up. Hey, I like that.
I mean, if you really want it though, you can just DM me. I'll ship it out.
Oh, okay. So you want people to slide in your DMs and you can mail it to them, huh?
Yeah, because the brand right now it's not at a large scale, so I'm just making the connections personal before I make it just an online experience.
Hey, I got you. This wasn't even one of the questions that I was prepared to ask you, but since you telling us about this clothing brand, you kind of done piqued my interest. So, are you wearing any of this stuff on any of the pictures on like your Instagram feed or anything?
Instagram probably. It's
Okay.
I got some on right now. I got some sweats on.
Okay. All right. So my next question. So out of all the, okay, I see what you're doing. So out of all the colleges that you could have went to, what made you pick Clemson?
Really what made me, so I used to play baseball and I was interested in, before, I was playing baseball, I was just, I was talking to other schools and then I really, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, like I kind of just applied to a couple schools and saw what I was like, got into and I picked Clemson. Just, I don't know. I didn't really have no real thought process through it. Just not something I did. And then when I got there, I thought about like walking on and stuff. So I like tried out for that, tried out for baseball there.
Okay, so I reason why I asked because Clemson ain't a small school. Clemson is considered to be like one of the best of the best. So you didn't go to a community college, you didn't go to the little college around the corner. I mean, you went all the way up to Clemson, and not only did you go to Clemson, now we're talking about we playing sports. Now you rapping. Now you got your own clothing brand, man. Is there anything that you can't do?
Nah, it's not really for real.
Hey man, I like what you're doing, man. So now that I've realized that you the jack of all trades and you got a lot going on, if you had to stop pursuing music for whatever reason, what would you replace it with?
Definitely fashion. I'll go 100% on that.
Okay, so fashion is your thing, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So now that you've told me that you're really into fashion, so what's your goals, down the road? Like where do you see the fashion, in the future? Like what's your plans with it?
I just really want to build a brand, like a brand as far as it's like that's a household name, but it's not like too big, but it's not too small, if you get what I'm saying. I don't like those, if you know brands that kind of like have those dope pieces that, you know what I'm saying, that, okay, you got that. So, okay, I fuck with that, you know what I'm saying? So, stuff like that.
If you know. So basically what you're saying is you don't want to be too small. You don't want to be too big. You want to be just right. You want to be super exclusive. You want, you got to be one of the hottest cats walking around and know about it.
Right.
And like you said, if you know, I get it.
Like I'm not trying to be a Macy's or anything. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be like just a one store in the city. You know what I'm saying? Just really building a brand on some Supreme type vibes. But they keep expanding now.
Okay. So what music artists did you inspire to be when you were growing up?
Growing up, Wiz Khalifa, Travis Scott.
Man, you got me feeling old now because them cats seem like they only been out for a couple of years, and you talking about, Travis Scott. Man, Travis Scott ain't even been out that long, man. Like,
yeah, I know, but man, he one of the ones though.
I got you. Oh no, I ain't saying he ain't hot. I'm just saying, most, I guess I'm just showing my age a little bit, but it's okay, man.
Who do you think I was gonna say?
I don't know. Most people, the safe answer is always, and I'm not, of course, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. So I like the fact that you're keeping it real with me. But most people, they always, try to go to the more safe answers. Like they either say, Biggie, Tupac, Jay-Z, Nas,
I respect them.
some of the, OGs in the game, I guess, So I like this question for you because obviously you've shown us already that you have a lot of talents, but what other talents do you have that are not related to music? And obviously you can't say baseball because you already kind of let that one out of the hat. So do you have any other talents that you want to tell us about that's not related to music or baseball?
Music or baseball, no talents. Um, I mean, obviously, it's like being tech savvy. That's a talent. I don't know. Like, I can code, I know how to working programs and stuff like that.
Well, I guess you did go to school for computer engineering, so I guess you did have to learn a little bit about, that kind of stuff. So I get it. So basically, what you're saying is, if all else fails, you definitely got a good safety net you can fall back on, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so let me ask you. So, what's your favorite album? I'm guessing it's got to be something from Wiz Khalifa or Travis Scott, since you named them earlier. But what would you say is your favorite album?
My favorite album from Travis is Days Before Rodeo. That's what really put me on to him. My favorite album, of all time,
Your favorite album of all time?
Oh man.
Well, I'm gonna let you off the hook while you thinking of your answer. I'll go ahead and share mine with you.
Yeah, what's yours?
And this gonna show how old I am. Mine is a Reasonable Doubt by Jay-Z. That first album of his, oh my goodness. Reasonable Doubt is a straight up classic, man. I mean, it's no skips.
I'll say I don't know. I'll say Section 80, Kendrick Lamar.
Okay. I don't know why. When it comes to Kendrick Lamar, man, I was always the Mad City. That was the one for me.
I like earlier projects from artists. I always like the earlier project more than I like.
Well, I gave you an early project. Jay-Z's first. Oh, you talking about? So I was supposed to name whatever Jay-Z was doing before Reasonable Doubt, before he even got up. Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying that, but
no, I'm just
that's usually how I do it.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you. So let me ask you this question, because especially since you've been out on the road and you touring and you out and about, you living the Rockstar life, and since you in Atlanta, I know you probably didn't have this opportunity. But have you met anybody famous in the music industry?
Of course. I'm on tour with City and Peasy right now. But famous, I've met Big 30. I met Ice Wear Vezo. I met Hugh Longway, Johnny Cinco.
Oh, so you didn't just met so many.
With me being in the fashion and selling clothes and stuff like that, I've ran into so many rappers off of just that, not even musically. You know what I'm saying? So I got connections just off me selling clothes, honestly.
So basically, that wasn't really a good question for you, because since you a rock star, you done met so many people you couldn't even name them all. See, that's a good question for somebody that don't really get to meet a lot of people, because they remember just that one particular person. Like, oh, I remember when I met so and so, and they'll give you the whole behind the scenes. Oh, I was just so starstruck and all that. But you just like it ain't a big deal. You're like, yeah, I met so and so and so and so.
Yeah. It's cool.
It's cool. All right, so you definitely got to walk me through this one, man, because I'm a little curious myself, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be some other people that's listening to this podcast that's kind of wondering how this works too. So I ran across a video of yours where you did the Off the Porch video.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So explain to the audience, exactly how does that work? Do you have to physically go to where they're located, or do they have some kind of portable setup to where they can come to you? Kind of walk us through that whole process, and how does that work as far as shooting a Off the Porch video?
So basically, you got to go. They have a warehouse space that they have the porch at, basically. So, and then you just go to the warehouse space, and then they're gonna have everything set up for you, camera crew, everything gonna be set up. Shout out to Spitty, PGB, 30 Good Bastards.
So are they only in one location, or do they have several different locations and you just choose which location you want to come to?
They have one location. It's in Atlanta.
Oh, okay. So all these different people that I've been seeing doing these videos,
they come in there.
They go no matter where they're located. So let's say if I run across a cat and he in Chicago, he going all the way down to Atlanta to do one of them videos.
He fly there.
Good gracious. That's crazy. That's why I thought it might have been a setup where they might have had like different ones in like major cities, so it would just be a little closer for artists if they had to go there. I didn't know they were only located in Atlanta. That's crazy.
Yeah, all those artists come through there, and then they just have it set up.
Okay. So since you've let us know that you a tech savvy guy, I think I know the answer to this question, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. So if you do write your rhymes down, do you write them in a notebook or do you have them typed out on your phone?
I type them out.
So you, when you recording songs, you looking at your lyrics off of a phone?
Yeah, if I do write something down, most of the time I can just go off the top of it. I'll just keep touching it out. But yeah, usually if I write something, it'll probably be in my notes. I usually write like 2 or 3 lines in my notes, and then I'll go from there.
So you got me feeling old again. So when I write my songs, I don't know, it's just because how I've always done it. I always write my stuff in a notebook. I don't know, I just like how it feels in my hand. I know this sounds weird, but one, because a notebook is bigger than a phone, so I can hold it better. And for some reason, I just like how it looks and how I can read it off a notebook versus reading it off of a cell phone screen. So it's just, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's just one of them things. I'm just a creature of habit because that's just how I've always done it. But I just always prefer writing my stuff in a notebook and reading it off a notebook versus a computer.
Yeah,
I mean, not a computer, cell phone.
I got some homies that still write down just lyrics. It's just a preference. I mean, I'm about like, I don't know. I feel like it's quicker for me just to type it. So I just type it.
So what
then when I want to go to edit it, I gotta either have a pencil or I gotta scratch it out. Like, I guess that's like.
Yeah, just scratch it out, just scratch it out right over top of it, right under the bottom of it, right to the side. But you know what? Because of you, I'm going to give it a shot, man. The next time I record a song, I'm going to try to do it from my phone. And when I keep messing up and have to do 50 million takes, man, I'm probably going to be cussing you out of my head. But no, I'm just messing with you, man. That's all good. Let me ask you this question. Would you ever, because I read some of your bio and stuff, and you really made it a point to say that you like to do different things and you don't mind trying different things. So would you ever be game with trying to like do a different genre of music? Like, would you ever like try to do anything outside of rap, going to a totally different genre, or you basically...
Yeah, I already got music like that.
Okay, so give me a little bit more detail. When you say you got music like that, what exactly are we talking about?
I would say I got some like pop songs that I've done with Rain Man. He's a big producer. He used to be a part of Cruella. I've done songs with him. I got about 5-6 songs with him. He's on the whole pop EDM wave. So, I already linked up with Rain Man on that. And then even I got some rock songs that I was just playing around with that I was doing back when I was at Clemson. But I got only music, honestly.
So you do rap, you do pop, and you do EDM.
Nah, rock. No EDM.
Wait, you said the guy.
Yeah, he is on rap.
Okay, so you said he on that wave, but you haven't done one yet, but you have done rock records and you do rap and stuff. Okay, so you have basically done other genres besides just rap.
Yeah, I'm open to any genre. Honestly, I'm well-rounded when it comes to music. we were just talking about it. We were like Guitar Hero or Rock Band. They kind of like broadened my realm for music. Plus,
All right.
my dad and my sisters, they all bring different type of music. Everybody's bringing different type of music together. So it's just, I was on one track when it came to growing up on music.
All right. So let me ask you this question. So, what do you think is the biggest thing that happened to you as far as your music career so far?
Definitely going on this tour. This is my first tour, so I think this is the biggest thing that happened. Yeah.
Hey, in the videos I saw, it definitely looked like you was having fun, man. You look comfortable, man. I wouldn't, to be honest with you, I wouldn't have been able to tell that this was your first time going on tour. I mean, you look like any of the other guys that you see when they be, showing like the behind the scenes videos when, this person
Right.
that's filming is like kind of backstage and you seeing the person on stage doing their thing. You look like a pro, man. So, hey, man.
I mean, I performed a lot. I just never been on tour. So, I mean, it was kind of, I've been practicing for this,
Oh, so you've been practicing for this moment, huh?
Right.
This remind me of an Eminem song.
That's what a lot of people, they don't see the word, they just see the result.
Yeah, that sounds like an old song. When something like you only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. Okay. So I'm gonna ask you this question, man. I don't want to feel like I'm putting you on the spot. And if you don't want to answer it, I get it. But how do you feel about artists paying for streams?
I don't agree with it. I think that's pretty whack, honestly. But like the times that people are in, though, you gotta like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Some people, they have to, like, they gotta, you know what I'm saying?
So what specifically do you have what's the issue with it? Like what do you have against it? I mean, it's just something that you wouldn't do.
I mean, it's not real. It's not real. I mean, simple as that. Like, I mean, if you pay for them, I mean, it's not like you wanted to be a real fan or listen to your music rather than you just boost it up and then hopefully, you know what I'm saying, somebody just eats that up, you know what I'm saying, rather than your music just being organically good and people liking it. Because even if you got 1,000 plays versus 100,000, somebody that in that 1,000 plays could have been somebody that was way more important than all those 100,000 bots, you know what I'm saying? So it just depends on who really listening to your stuff.
So I feel the same way, but I think the reason why a lot of people don't have a problem with it or why people just do it and don't really care if it's fake is because at the end of the day, it just seems like the music game that kind of changed and it's all about, what the algorithm's saying. And if you can show that that has so many plays of your song, no matter how you got them, it's just, you could just say, hey, well, look, I done had so many plays of this song.
But it gotta be able to translate. That's why you got like these tours, like really like if I got 1 million plays on the song, but I can't even go and book a 100-person venue. That's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not the goal. Like,
I mean, people doing it every day. I mean, and I'm not a hater. Trust me when I say this.
I know
I don't know how you feel, but yeah. But I'm gonna tell you what brought it light to me. So I know you probably been saying the same thing. So it's because it's the end of the year. Spotify do the thing where they give you like that little digital printout, and it shows like how many plays you got on all your songs, and everybody's so quick to like post it. And I'm seeing all these different artists and all that. It's showing like they done had, I mean, like some ungodly amount of plays. And I mean, I'm cool with it, but I'm just like, I'm looking at this art. I'm like, how in the world did this person get, hundreds of thousands of millions of plays? And I'm like, okay, something about this just ain't right. But hey.
I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, like only time will tell with that. Like if you really popping like that, regardless.
Okay. Well, maybe just everybody that I came across, maybe they just all popping. So maybe it's just me, man. Maybe I'm the only one that sucks and I need to step my game up, man. Maybe I need to link up with you, man. I'm gonna have to do a song with you or something, man. So maybe I can get my numbers up or something, man. But it's all good.
I'm still trying to get mine up.
Oh, okay. Hey, you on tour right now, so you doing more than most, trust me. But real quick before we get out of here, so the main premise of this show is to bring independent artists on, to share their experience, share their story, and that we can all learn from each other. So I can't let you get out of here without asking you this question. So if you've made any mistakes so far, what do you think other people can learn from you so they won't make the same mistakes as they're navigating through the music industry?
I guess starting out, I would just really, my mistake was not investing into the proper quality. I would say just out the gate, just go all the way, no half step and just go ahead and, pay for that mix, pay for that video, to really, because that's the only way, because a lot of people like to be the whole, everybody, they want to be the marketer, they want to be the, but
oh yeah, I know exactly
people actually are expertise in that. So I feel like that was, but you got to have mistakes just to learn from them. So I would just be transparent and just say, go for it. Really just, because you got to figure out your own way. It's not
All right. Well, I appreciate you being open and honest with me. And one last thing, just tell the audience where they can find you online. Drop us all your social media tags. Again, you can tell us the name of your clothing brand. Anything you want people to know where they can go find you and stuff, so they can keep up with you, let you know, so they can see what's going on with you.
Sure. You can follow me everywhere, all social media platforms at RodSta, RodStaBruh. Music is everywhere. I have a $sign in my name, so a lot of people get that confused. So RodSta. That's for all to find my music and everything. So that's Apple Music, Tidal, YouTube, everywhere. And then my brands, Bloom. My Instagram for that is Bloom.y. I got websites coming soon for sure. That's where you can find everything at.
All right. Well, I'm glad, because I was gonna say it, but you said it.
And you can pull up. To the store. You can find me at the store too. 1233 898 Oak Street, Southwest Atlanta, Georgia 30211.
Hey, y'all heard it, man. Y'all can pull up, and I'm just gonna reiterate. I can't even talk. Reiterate what he just said. So it's not an S in his name, y'all. Y'all need to put some respect on this man's name. It's a $sign. ROD $sign. Hey. All right, man. I appreciate you taking the time to come on the podcast today, man. And we'll be hollering at you sometime soon.